There are 10 things you must quietly eliminate if you want real power. And the first rule is simple. Tell no one you're doing it. Right now, you're leaking power. 10 leaks, 10 silent drains, 10 small holes in the bucket that's supposed to hold your potential. You keep trying to become powerful by adding more habits, more knowledge, more effort. But it doesn't matter how much you pour in if the bucket is full of holes. Power isn't found in what you build. It is found in what you remove. The most influential people you know reached that status because they quietly cut the distractions, sealed the drains, and erased the weaknesses that everyone else broadcasts. They understood that you cannot build a skyscraper on a foundation of sand, and they spent their time reinforcing their base by removing every single crack. Most people make the mistake of announcing their changes. They go on social media to talk about their new era, or they tell their friends about their new boundaries. But every time you tell the world what you're cutting out, you invite 3 specific dangers. First, people who profit from your weakness will try to stop you because your growth threatens their control. Second, those who failed in their own lives will discourage you to make themselves feel better. Third, those who fear your potential will use your plans against you before you have the strength to defend them. Machiavelli understood that transformation must be invisible until it is complete. By the time they notice you've changed, it should already be too late for them to interfere. The trap is set, the wall is built, and the power is secured. This video reveals the 10 hidden drains on your power and how to plug them without a single person knowing until the work is done. But you must follow one rule: tell no one. Before we dive into the first silent elimination, if you are ready to master your own psychology and build true authority, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps ensure you never miss the strategies that others won't tell you. The first thing you must quietly eliminate is explanations. You likely justify your choices constantly to make others feel comfortable or to avoid conflict. But every time you explain yourself, you move from an offensive position to a defensive one. You are essentially asking for permission after the fact. You give others ammunition to argue and the power to judge you. When you explain, you give away the why behind your actions, and the why is your internal engine. To stop this, don't announce a new boundary, just stop explaining. If questioned, simply say, "Because I wanted to," or say nothing at all. Let the silence do the work. When they realize they can't get a justification out of you, they stop asking because they realize they have no leverage. You become a mystery rather than a target. The second leak you must seal is your availability. Scarcity creates value, while being constantly reachable destroys it. If anyone can get your time and attention instantly, they will inevitably take you for granted. You are essentially telling the world that your time is worth nothing. You don't need to announce that you're busy or that you're focusing on yourself. Simply respond slower and accept fewer invitations. Your time is your only non-renewable resource, and you must treat it like gold. Let people assume you are important and valuable because your actions reflect that reality. When you quietly become scarce, people naturally adjust their behavior toward you. They start to respect your time more because they never know when they will get it again. This is the psychological principle of intermittent reinforcement, and it is a cornerstone of dark psychology. Third, you must eliminate emotional reactions. Every visible reaction is free information you are handing to those who would manipulate you. When people know your triggers, they own your strings. They can play you like an instrument. Instead of announcing that you are working on your mindset, simply start pausing before you respond to anything. When someone insults you or tries to provoke you, look at them with a blank expression for 3 seconds before speaking. Choose what you show rather than reacting automatically. This creates a vacuum of information that makes people incredibly uncomfortable. When you become unreadable, you become impossible to exploit. You become the predator in the room because no one knows what you are thinking or how you will move next. Fourth, eliminate free advice. Your strategic thinking and your unique perspective have immense value, but you've been handing it out to people who don't return the favor. Worse, you are giving it to people who will use your own brilliance to outshine you. Stop volunteering solutions to other people's problems. If someone needs your help, make them work for it, or create a clear value exchange. By being selective with your insights, you appear more thoughtful and respected. You transition from being a helpful friend to a strategic asset. People value what they pay for, whether that price is money, loyalty, or effort. If it's free, it's forgotten. Fifth, you must eliminate comfort friendships. These are the relationships you keep out of habit, or because you've known them since childhood, even though they add nothing to your growth. These people often keep you tethered to a version of yourself that no longer exists. Every hour spent with someone who is stagnant is an hour stolen from your future. Do not have a dramatic breakup conversation, as that creates unnecessary enemies and drama. Instead, let the relationship fade into the background. Be less present, initiate less, and be busy more often. They will eventually assume life just happened, and you will have reclaimed your energy without burning a bridge. This is the silent exit, the most effective way to prune your social circle. Sixth, eliminate visible effort. When you broadcast your struggle and your grind, you invite others to judge your work or look for your breaking point. They want to see you sweat so they can feel superior. The most powerful people make success look effortless, work in private, and struggle in silence. When you show only the results, people perceive your wins as inevitable. They begin to believe you have a natural talent or a secret advantage that they can't replicate. This aura of effortless superiority is a massive psychological advantage that keeps competitors at bay. Let them see the crown. Never let them see the blood it took to get it. Seventh, eliminate complaints. Verbalizing dissatisfaction signals that you are a victim of your circumstances. It tells the world that the environment is stronger than you are. This attracts manipulators who look for damsels in distress, and it makes you look weak to those who would be your peers. Instead of complaining, you must adopt a policy of radical silence regarding your problems. You either fix the situation or you exit it without a word of protest. People will notice that you seem completely unaffected by the chaos that breaks everyone else. That perception of inner strength becomes your new reality in their eyes. Eighth, eliminate negotiable standards. If you set a boundary and then move it just because someone pushed or begged, you have no standards at all. You have suggestions. You are training people that your no is just a starting point for negotiation. Don't argue about your standards or try to convince people why they are fair. Just hold the line. If you say you won't do something, don't do it. When people run into a silent, immovable wall enough times, they stop trying to push it. They accept your rules as laws of nature. This consistency is what builds true authority. Ninth, eliminate information leaks. You tell people your plans because it feels good to share and get that hit of dopamine from their praise, but you are actually stripping yourself of the element of surprise. If people know your next move, they can prepare for it, criticize it, or block it. Become boring to those who pry into your life. Give them small, irrelevant details while keeping your grand strategy a total secret. Be a vault for your own dreams. Your success should be the first thing they see, not the plan that led to it. Surprise is the most effective weapon in the arsenal of power. Finally, the 10th and most important thing to eliminate is the need for approval. This is the master leak that feeds all others. Why do you explain yourself? Approval. Why are you too available? Approval. Why do you show your effort? Approval. As long as you need the world to tell you you're doing well, the world owns you. They can control you simply by withdrawing that validation. You must build an internal validation system where your own assessment is the only one that matters. When you stop needing approval, you become dangerous because you can no longer be bought or coerced. You become the master of your own destiny. seal these 10 leaks one by one in total silence. This is not the 30 days challenge you post about. This is a lifelong shift in how you move through the world. Don't ask for encouragement, and don't look for a pat on the back. In 6 months, you will look back and realize you are a completely different person. Those around you will feel the shift in the atmosphere when you walk into a room. They will wonder what changed, but you will say nothing. The transformation is already complete. The holes are plugged, and the window for them to stop you has closed forever. You have become the architect of your own power, and you did it while they were busy watching everyone else. If you are ready to eliminate what weakens you and step into your true potential, write "I remove weakness" in the comments below. It is a vow to yourself. Now, make sure you watch the next video to continue your journey into the deep mechanics of human psychology and power. There is much more to learn, and the path only gets narrower from here. Stay silent, stay focused, and keep moving.